All right, good morning, guys. I'm going to show you what we're shipping out today. I am a little bit under the weather, so you're going to hear a little bit of rasp in my voice. But when you're self-employed, there's no PTO, there's no calling in sick. You just got to get it done. So I'm going to show you 8 items that we have going out today. Everything is from eBay, and the lowest price point is $45. So we had some really, really good sales. We're going to start with this cross-stitch pattern. This is a vintage Janlin cross-stitch pattern of an angel from 1997. Cross-stitch patterns can be worth a lot of money. I would always scan them, especially if they're new in package. This sold for $45 plus shipping, and that sold in just a couple of days. Next up, we've got this Stanley camping cooker. So this has got two little cups inside of it, and you put this over the fire, and you can cook two different types of food, and it keeps them separated while they're heating. So I bought a bunch of these from a garage sale, like 36 of them total. This is the first one that sold, but that's 25 plus shipping, and I paid less than $3 a piece for them. This one's really cool, and this was one of the fastest sales I've ever had. This is a Stanley Labubu cup, a 30-ounce tumbler, and I have a couple of these left if anybody's interested, and access to more. That sold on eBay for $80 in less than 5 minutes. The other two are still up. I don't know why that one sold so fast. Maybe it's just the color. Maybe it was right time, right place. But paid about $22 for that. So really good profit and sold it extremely quickly. All right, next up we have a Dynabraid Dynafile 2. So I sold another one of these and I made a video about it recently. But this is basically a pneumatic sander. So this hooks up to an air compressor. It's got a little deal at the top where your sandpaper would go over the top, and this turns. I had mentioned before I don't know what it's for sanding, but it's used by somebody because I bought these for $10 a piece. I sold the other one for $150. I sold this one for $115. Had both of them for less than a week, so really good turnaround. Keep your eye out for pneumatic tools. Next up is going to be this Nikon camera. I made a video yesterday about sell-through rate, and I used this camera as an example, but I sold this camera in less than one day. I actually bought it from a pawn shop for $30, and I sold it in about 12 hours for $115 plus shipping. So can't go wrong with a quick turnaround sale. All right, the next item is extremely heavy, and I'm going to try to get it up into view here. But this is a cast iron lapping plate. So it's basically some sort of file that's used for sharpening knives or instruments. I'm not exactly sure. But this sucker in this little box probably weighs about 35, 40 pounds. Sold that for $50 plus shipping. I've had it for a little while. I don't remember what I paid for it. We bought it at an auction. And the last thing of the day, this thing is gigantic. I don't know if you've ever heard of a land kite. So this basically attaches to a parachute, and you would use it on a beach and go windsurfing. So, but it's called a land kite because it obviously goes on the sand and not in the water. Put your feet in the little stirrups here. I think that I could have sold this for more than I did, but the shipping was expensive because it's such a large item. So I sold it for $50, but the buyer paid $150 in shipping, and it shouldn't cost me that much to send it. So I won't know my final profit on that until I get it done. But that's everything that's going out today. I will see you guys on the next one.